Joining us in the studio is Professor Volker Quaschning, a researcher on renewables, and he comes from the University of Applied Sciences here in Berlin. Now, when in Germany the wind blows very strongly, it can already overwhelm the electrical power grid. How come the big energy suppliers didn't invest in better grids a long time ago?
So the grids are constructed for the distribution of the energy from central power plants, such as coal power plants or nuclear power plants, to the consumers. So in the future it will be totally different. So we have distributed renewable energy systems, solar system on each roof, and we have to change the grid. But the problem is that the renewable energy system, they compete with the old power plants, with the nuclear and coal power plants, and the owner of these power plants, they are not interested in constructing new power lines.
So if we turn off the nuclear power plants nowadays, that's actually a good thing for the renewables.
Yes.
And you think that is possible to turn them off?
Yes, of course. At the moment, we see that we are going fast into the renewable energy technologies. So if you're looking to the 90s, we have had about 3% of renewable electricity in Germany. Last year, we had 17%. And we'll see that it will be possible in 20 or 30 years to install 100% of renewable electricity generation in Germany.
You say it will be possible within a few years, 100%. How is that supposed to go?
Yeah, we have to keep the fast growing rates of the renewable installations. So, for example, last year we have produced 2% of photovoltaic power in Germany and more than 7% of wind power. And we see that we can install about 20% photovoltaic power within the next 20 years. It's no problem. We only have to keep the installation rates we have last year.
You seem very confident. I mean, we have already today, we have 20,000 wind turbines in Germany. You think people will accept even more wind turbines?
Yeah, a lot of the wind turbines have been constructed in the 90s. So they're small wind turbines. We can change the wind turbines, or we can repower them with bigger ones, and this will increase the generation at the same place of electricity by wind power. We can also use some sites where we have no wind power. For example, in Bavaria, we have at the moment really no wind power plants, and we have to install wind power plants offshore in the North Sea. There are very big potentials that we can even supply whole Germany with wind power.
Remains the question of the money. Who's supposed to pay for that? In Germany, we consumers already paid more than 10 billion euros just for the solar power last year. So who's going to come up for all the rest we need? How much is it going to cost?
Yeah, the problem is that we see the cost of renewable energy in our energy bill. But we have additional costs. For example, the cost for the nuclear risk, the cost for climate change, the cost for the subsidies for coal mining. And all these costs are covered by another person, but not by in the energy bill or the electricity bill. So if you include these costs into the total calculation, the renewable electricity or energy supply is not even much more expensive than the conventional power today.
Thanks a lot for the talk, Professor Volker Quaschning.